It's safe to say that GeminiJets has grown a large presence in the die-cast model aircraft landscape. Today, we're going to be taking a look at their Instagram page to really dive into what's going on regarding all the content that they're sharing. This is going to be a blast, and I'm really excited for this. So let's go ahead and get started, everybody. Alrighty everybody, so today we're going to be taking a look at GeminiJets' Instagram page, and there's a bunch of really cool content on here. They have some of their newest releases, of course. They also highlight collectors that come to the airplane shop in Las Vegas, and they also have some really cool aircraft that have been in previous releases that they share here as well. So very excited to dive into all of this. I hope all of you are as well, and we're just going to get a really good look here at kind of some of the regular content that GeminiJets files out. So GeminiJets typically will share their most recent releases every 2 to 3 posts, so we're going to see a bunch of that throughout here. A great example is this Air India A350-900 that came out rather recently. So another really nice aircraft here, and typically Gemini shares the single photos as well, so keep that in mind as we go throughout. They also have nearly 80,000 followers on here, which is crazy, 77,000 to be exact. So certainly really impressive to see their spoke here. And then, really cool aircraft like this. This is the Emirates 777-300ER, and this is going to be the Expo 2020 Dubai livery. And as you can tell, this is a release from several years ago. So it's cool to see them cycling through, new releases and some really cool highlights for some older releases and so forth. So that's definitely fun. And then they have these really cool Instagram reels highlighting collectors. So you can see here this really cool shirt with this nice gentleman here with the American 777-300ER, which is super cool. So I like planes and maybe 3 people. So there we go. So that's what we have right there. And then here's another new release with this Frontier MD-80, which is a very nice looking aircraft. I really like the GeminiJets pictures. I like the consistency and how nice they always look. Some cool saturation as well. So definitely nice there. Here's another relatively new release with this ITA 1-200 Airbus A319. GeminiJets obviously caters to a very large international spoke in market. So that's exactly what we have right there. So overall looking very nice. We also have this really nice American Airlines 787 that Ben from Japan is going to get to take home. So that certainly is very cool as well. And overall, that's definitely nice to see. So no complaints when seeing that whatsoever. That's very nice. Here's another one. Several of these I won't continue to denote if they're rather new or not, but obviously you'll see them throughout. But this is Eastern Express Saab 340. This is the 1-200 release. They also did 1-400 on this as well. So very interesting to see right there for sure. We also have a Hektovik Airways Embraer 190E2. This is another splendid aircraft, and certainly really great to see GeminiJets just getting into so many different sectors of aviation. I also think it's really cool on the Instagram. They really post a wide array of aircraft, especially geography based. It's not just the US aircraft. And then of course they also share future releases that come out. This is going to be the Marines Crops F-18C Hornet with the Marine Fighter Attack Squadron 312 on it, which is a very cool livery here. Hopefully these renderings will get a little bit higher quality in the future, but we can't tell what it is, so that's a big part. Here we have this really cool Airbus A350 for Delta, so that's definitely a nice one to see right there. And we got a Braniff International Airways Electra here 1-200 scale, which is nice, and they definitely do a good job distributing the different scales. Quite a few 1-200s lately here. Here's the flaps down Saul Bass United 747. This turned into a very popular aircraft. We also got this American A321neo here from Dexter from Auckland, New Zealand. So that's very nice as well. And a Transavia Boeing 737-800 in the 1-400 scale. Then we have a China Airlines Cargo Boeing 777 freighter. This is back from like 2021. So, quite a few of the recent releases. They don't go all the way back to 2001 or whatever. It's always, in these newer sectors, which is nice for, social media and so forth. Here's a really cool NBA Emirates A380. This is a spectacular model, so really cool to see that one. And a LATAM Boeing 787-9 to follow that up, which is quite nice. And they will do these reels as well, highlighting some really neat model aircraft. In this case, it's the 1-400 Emirates Airbus A350, which is a model I really want. So this video here that Mr. Todd put together, so presumably, so I appreciate him doing that. Highlighting off this A350 definitely makes me a little bit jealous, I'm not going to lie, but it is a spectacular looking aircraft with the new titles to tell as well, so all that looks really nice. Here's a beautiful C-17 here from Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, and a Delta 767-400. So as you can tell, the main content you're going to see here is these newer releases, a Hawaiian A330-200 as well. And then here is Elliot Epstein, which is the president of ADIs in GeminiJets, and occasionally he'll get on here to talk about various aircraft and so forth. In this particular case, a very nice message to celebrate Memorial Day. So very cool, as we have this KC-46 here, looking very strong from New Hampshire, and this is a really nice one, especially with that very American themed tell, which is quite cool, and some other cool military aircraft. So we appreciate everybody very much. We have this 1-200 British Custodian Airbus A310, which is a very unique aircraft, so that's definitely a cool one to see. And we have Christian from Las Vegas with this Asiana Airbus A380 that he got to take home, so very nice. And a Contour Embraer 145 and the 1-200 scale, which is another nice model. JetBlue Airways Embraer 190. This is a really cool one. I definitely want to get at some point. Got AirCal here for Angelo from California, which is a very nice looking aircraft. And you got the AirCan Cargo Boeing 767-300 freighter, which is another spectacular effort, one that I really like, and definitely I just ordered this. I keep forgetting that I just ordered this. The Qantas Link Airbus A220, very cool, and actually this aircraft got to be highlighted on my Course C model airport logo, so I thought it was only fitting that I got this. But this is definitely the future of Qantas and so forth, and it's great looking liveries, so couldn't resist. Here we have a British Airways Boeing 777-300ER, another very pleasant looking aircraft, and we got the Delta Airlines Airbus A330-300, 1-400 offering this time. But obviously some of the 1-200 pictures look a little bit cooler, so you'll see a bunch of those. But it seems like it goes in sprees between 1-400s and 1-200s. I'm sure there's some sort of method to the madness, so might be all consecutive. But we'll see if we can get pattern here. But UPS 747 there, and you got these really cool wide bodies here: Lufthansa MD-11 freighter and Edelweiss E350 here for Mr. William. So that's very cool. So you got the Allegheny DC-9. I'm going to see if we can get a pattern. I think it's random. United Boeing 757 Stahlbass. That's a great aircraft. And then another nice reel here, taking a look at this Martin Air Cargo MD-11 Freighter Interactive Series. This is 1-200 as well, and you can certainly see the interactive aspects of it, which it looks really nice, and they did a very good job putting that all together. So overall, a very good effort on this aircraft. And yeah, Gemini's Instagram really highlights just so many various sectors. We go on forever and always, but Global X A320, and then they do post some different angles from time to time, like this Bamboo Airways Boeing 787-9 docked up here at the wide body stand on the model airport likely there. It looks very nice, and I think they did a good job putting that together. I love the jet bridges on the new concourse, how they level off easier than the previous ones. So that's very cool to get different perspectives. Here's some cool models bought here by a family, which is fun. At the UPS 757, US Air MD-80. Here's a stack, and you'll see various stacks pretty often as well. In this particular case, you got Zach here, and he's from Embry-Riddle, which is really cool. So he's taking home a nice stack of primarily American Airlines aircraft, so he's definitely going to be happy with that. That's a really great model. Spirit Airbus E321neo 1-200. You get the Western Global Boeing 747, looking quite strong as well. Condor Boeing 777-300, Lufthansa Boeing 787-9. And then, yeah, once again, you get these various highlights here of some of these new releases and so forth. And you will get multiple of these at once sometimes. So here's an angle here of various shots, including Todd. So that's awesome. So, and even Elliot got in on this one. So that's fun. So it is cool to get the multi-swipes from time to time. Delta, MD-88, and then you got the Qantas, and I can't even say the livery. So we'll just see the green A220, which is fun. And then a really nice stack here. Various aircraft, Alaska 1-200 MAX 8, Aeromexico 737-800, and the list goes on and on and on. And then, of course, this is a good place here. The new releases obviously will be posted like this with the slide. So the 1-400s kick it off, and that was a great release, by the way. And then the 1-200s also are present here as well. So feel free to let me know what you all think in the comments below. Overall, I think the Gemini social media page is pretty cool, and they do a great job featuring a nice variety of content. So definitely let me know. GeminiJets continues to be the staple here in the landscape, and it's certainly exciting to think about all the possibilities of what's to come here in the future. With that being said, that'll do it for today's video. Everybody, thank you all so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. This process. Do you love and love what you do? My name is CM Aviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as CM Aviation is signing off.